Is Freddie going to participate in unicorn style? He better. All right, we're gonna start with a quick little warm up and then we're gonna get right into core. Okay, so wherever you are, find some space, spread out a little bit. We're going to do what I call a slow motion burpee. So we're gonna roll down one vertebrae at a time until you are hanging down, folded forward. If you need to take a moment here to pedal at the feet or shake the head, you can. And then you're gonna walk your hands out until you're in a plank position, really finding the abs. You can even move forward and backwards for a calf stretch. And then you're gonna walk your hands back into your folded forward position and rolling up one vertebrae at a time until you're standing. And arms are gonna go up over the head. Sorry, you can't see my arms. Arms up over the head, and you're gonna take a little side bend one way and a little side bend the other way. Okay, we're gonna repeat that a couple times. So arms release, head rolls down one vertebrae at a time until you're all the way folded. Walking the hands out so that you're in a plank. Walking the hands back so that you're in a forward fold. And then rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Arms go up, side bend to the right, side bend to the left. And then come back to neutral. We're gonna do it one more time. Arms go down, head goes down, roll down one vertebrae at a time. Walking the hands out so that you're in a plank. Taking a moment here, really push through the shoulders. Walking the hands back so that you're folded forward. Rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Arms lift as well. And side bend to the right. Side bend to the left. Good, and come back to neutral. Right from neutral, let's just roll out the head. So you can do semicircles, or you can go all the way around if that feels good. Let's switch direction and go the other way. Good, and then head to neutral. Let's just roll the shoulders, starting with both shoulders rolling backwards, then both shoulders rolling forwards. And then bonus challenge for anybody who wants to attempt this, try to roll one shoulder backwards and the other shoulder forward at the same time. And then see if you can switch directions. Yeah, very nice. Good, and then flicking out the fingers. Just trying to get the full body warmed up fairly quickly. Maybe rolling out the wrists. And going the other way. Doing a little roller coaster. Going the other way. Very nice. All right, we are going to go down to the floor now, making sure that you can see me. Cool. We're just gonna do some rocks to warm up the abs. I love these. There are many variations you can do as well. You can either hold on to your legs or you can have your hands off for more challenge and just rolling back to the shoulders and rocking back up. Rolling back, rocking back. Just doing a couple of these. Yeah. If you want more challenge, see if you can come up with a cool leg shape when you get to the top and maybe alternate which leg shape you do every time. So rock back, rock up, find a cool leg position, rock back, rock up, find a different leg position, rock back, rock up, alternate. If you don't let your toes touch the floor, it's even harder. Good, let's do 2 more. Excellent. We're gonna roll over to hands and knees. And we're gonna do one of my favorites also, all these are my favorite, is disco cat. I know this is disco cat. Sometimes it's known as barrel roll, but we're going to find each position with our backs. I'm in an arch back, kind of like cow. I'm in a side bend. I'm in an arch position like cat, and I'm in a side bend. And then we're gonna blend those together. So I'm gonna move in a circle, finding a little movement in the spine. And where the disco cat comes from is if you let your head kind of also follow along, you end up kind of looking like you're having a great time. Good, switch directions. Really the point is just to get a little bit of movement through the back. And let's do one more. And good. All right, we're gonna do plank for the next one. We're gonna warm up our shoulders just a little bit, and then we're gonna move right into abs. So coming to a plank. Of course, to modify, you can put your knees to the floor, but I'm in a full plank here, really trying to squeeze my butt, tuck my tailbone. And we're gonna do this 10 times. You're gonna reach out to the side, tap your fingers, and come back. You can also take the feet a little bit wider to make this exercise easier. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Excellent work, everybody. All right, we're gonna move right into core. And for this, we're going to do intervals. We're going to do 30 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest. And during the rest, I'll tell you what we're doing next. So don't worry about having to remember all the things. But for the first set, we're going to do bicycles, V-ups, and Russian twists. So bicycles, these. You can also get fancy and do like a fancy arm movement. Marisa had us do this in one of her warm-ups, and I absolutely love it. So if you want to throw in a fancy hand, you can. For V-ups, you can either have your hands on the floor for balance, or if you want more challenge, lifting the hands up, trying to pull the knees and the legs up. If these are too challenging, you can alternatively bend the knees and go from here. That's totally fine. And then the last thing that I said was Russian twist, right? I lost track. We're twisting from side to side. The lower you go, the harder they get. Okay? All right, so we're gonna start with that. In 5 seconds, go ahead and get ready to do some bicycles. And begin. Rolling through the bicycles, maybe doing some fancy hands. Warming up the body, looking fantastic. Good, and rest. You get 15 seconds of rest. The next one we're gonna do are V-ups. So you can go ahead and prepare for those, deciding maybe which variation you wanna do, and start now. Really try to squeeze your legs together. Really try to stay tall and long through the neck. Really try to keep your legs straight, unless of course you're doing this variation, then just straighten the legs when they're at the bottom. Good, 3 more seconds. And rest. Good, last one we're gonna do in this set are our Russian twists. Y'all are looking so good. Ready? And go. Trying to stay long through the collarbones, meaning don't round through the back. Looking so good. Mm-hmm. 2, 1, rest. Good. Okay. For our second set, we're going to do toes to ceiling. So I think I've demonstrated these before, but if you missed it, legs are straight, and I'm just trying to curl through the pelvis. I'm not trying to do a full lift, like that's too much. I'm trying to just tuck through the tailbone and lift my sacrum off the floor. So you might only move a couple of centimeters, but that's fine. You're not supposed to move a whole lot in this one. Then we're gonna do straddle pikes. So your legs are still up in the air. You're gonna lift up, try to reach your toes, then you're gonna straddle the legs and reach between the legs. I don't actually care how big your straddle is. That's not what this is about. It's just the sit-up, it's for your upper abs. And then the last one that we're gonna do in this set are flutters and or scissor legs. So for flutters, you can use your hands to support your sacrum. That will help it stay tucked and curled. You're gonna just flutter the legs. For scissors, you're going to sit up and try to clap behind your own knee as you do these. Okay, so that's the next set. And again, you'll have a 15-second rest in between all of these. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is our toes to ceiling. So go ahead and set up for that. I have to move my little like butt cape around every time. And begin. So lifting and curling and tucking. These are small movements. Try to keep your legs nice and straight. Really trying to lift straight up above the hips. And trying not to come to a plow position or anything like that. And breathing. Perhaps your low abs are starting to warm up here. And rest. Good, take a moment. You can kind of wiggle out the hips if you need to. The next thing we're doing are pike straddles. Pike straddles. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and begin. Pike straddle. Reaching around my legs, through my legs, around my legs, through my legs. I'm also realizing how pale my legs are. This is really amazing. But that's okay. That works with my elven motif for today. I'm a very pale woodland elf. Good, rest. Whew. My abs are starting to warm up though. All right, the last one is gonna be our flutter and or scissor kicks for this set. Ready, begin. So lifting up, trying to clap around the legs or flutter kicks. Where do elves work out? You could be in a tree, like in a leafy bush. I'm thinking tree. 2, 1, rest. Great job. Maybe roll over for a moment if your abs need a little stretch. I like to do Sphinx for this one. Breathing deep. Hopefully you're starting to warm up real good. Hopefully your core is starting to warm up real good too. All right, we're gonna do one last set. This set is going to focus on a little bit more of our back and side core. So for the next set, we're going to do swims. So I am laying flat. I'm trying to lift up everything off the floor, and you can either just hold or do small little motions. You're taking a swim through the ocean or maybe you're flying, whatever magical powers you have. So those are the first set. Then we're going to do side crunches, and we're going to do one set on one side, the other set on the other side. So the last two things are identical, just different sides. I'm going to lay down on the side. Your legs are going to be together. My bottom arm is going to support myself, so it's out in front of me, and the top arm is going to be reaching towards your legs. Version 1, your arm and your legs come together. You're trying to keep your legs nice and straight for a side crunch. Version 2, you can just do one leg, which will be a little bit easier. Okay? And then we're going to do that on the other side as well. Alrighty. Go ahead and prepare for our swims. If you're on hard surface, maybe protect your hip bones and begin. So small movements. Perhaps you're trying to dive into the ocean. Perhaps you're trying to fly and soar. You're allowed to have multiple magical powers, especially since you're a unicorn, since all of them are unicorns. Whee! Good, one, and rest. Good, go ahead and set up for your side crunches. Coming over, one arm's in front, the other arm's above. And begin. So legs come to the arm, arm comes to the legs. Trying to lift. Yes, remember you can always do one leg as a modification. You guys are looking so good. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, rest. We're gonna take it over to the other side. Ready, 2, 1, and begin. Yes, feeling a burn. Good, and rest. Good, excellent job, everybody. Take a moment. If you need to like wiggle it out a little bit, a side stretch might feel really good here. I really like this one. So laying on your side with your bottom hand down, and you're really gonna press into the bottom arm and let your rib cage kind of fall towards the floor. I'm trying to stay nice and stacked, and that gives me a nice little stretch on my side rib cage. Yep. Making sure that that shoulder is really pressing and letting that rib kind of expand. Good, and then other side. So lying on my hips, pushing into the arm, and really trying to let the rib cage come to the floor. You might have to adjust the position of your arm a little bit until you really feel the stretch. Ooh. Awesome. Great job, everybody. That is it for, yeah, the sexy mermaid stretch. I love it. That is it for my section. I'm going to pass it off to Casey for Cirque du Soleil legs. I'm so excited.
Hey, everybody. Anastasia, that was amazing. I loved that. That was so, so good. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and do some legs, shall we? So we're gonna start actually by lying down on our backs. I'm gonna tilt my camera so hopefully you all can see me pretty well. So I'm gonna do 3 different sets of some fun leg stuff. So the first one, I'll just demo a couple things real fast. Our knees are gonna start bent. I'm gonna straighten one leg, swing it up from my hip, bend to lower it to the floor, and slide it back. So some nice leg swings, really engaging through the quads to lift up. We'll do 10. Whoop, lost my crown. Oh dear. We have 10 on each side. From here, we're going to go ahead and do some plies lying down. I guess you heard that correctly. So we're going to bring our heels together and our toes apart. And I'm going to think about straightening my legs straight out from my hips. So I'm still trying to keep my core nice and engaged, but you really want to feel those inner thighs zip up, really squeezing in the butt. We're going to do that 10 times. And then from there, double check my, oh, that's right. We have our straddle beats. So I'm going to cross my legs, tilt it up a little bit so you can see the top. I'm just crossing my legs at my toes. I'm going to open to a straddle. I'm going to engage my inner thighs to pull in. We're going to beat, beat, so cross, cross, and open. Beat, beat, and cross. We're doing that 10 times, and then we're doing one more set of the plies, but instead of pressing out, we're going to press up. So we're going to slide down the wall and squeeze it up. Slide it down and squeeze it up, yeah? So I'll call everything out. Just wanted a visual so everyone knew what we were doing. So let's start lying down on our backs. Knees are bent. If you want a little bit more core work, you can flex up while you're doing this. I'm just going to let my head rest down. The yoga block's nice here too, if you have one of those for later. So here we go. We're going to swing, kick, and down. Kick, and down. Really stabilizing with the other leg. Again, just getting some blood flowing through those legs. We have 5 more. Awesome. Swing it up. Beautiful. We have 2. And 1. Lower down. Other side. Swing it. And lower. Swing. Getting that leg completely straight as you swing up, bending it and sliding it across the floor on the way back down. Amazing. We have 4 more. Keep those legs up nice and high. Yeah. Last 2. And last time. Yay. All right, from here, we're going to do our plies, pushing the wall away. So imagine there's something super thick, heels together, toes apart. My legs are up in line with my hips here. And I'm going to squeeze my inner thighs, push the floor away, and pull it back in. And squeeze it out, and back in. So imagine your heels are super glued together. They cannot come apart. I'm squeezing my tush here. Amazing. I'm already shaking a little bit. I don't know about you guys. Let's do 5 more. You got this. And 4. Squeeze those inner thighs. Yeah. Last 2. And last time. Perfect. Go ahead and bring those legs up nice and high. We're going to cross them at the ankle. We have our straddle beats. So we're going to open, inner thighs pull in, beat, beat, and open. And beat, beat, and open. And beat, beat, and open. Yes. Reaching long through those legs. Keep those toes nice and pointed. Inner thighs, and open. Awesome. We got 4 more. Woo! Legs are on fire. Last 2. We have 1 more. Awesome. Bring those legs in. All right, now we have our plies pressing up toward the ceiling. So bringing those legs back in. Reach your heels up to the sky like you're trying to serve something on your feet. Serving a tea tray or serve something fantastical, whatever that would be in your fantasy world. And squeeze. Yeah, and stretch. Awesome, you guys. Again, if legs are shaking a little bit, that's good. It means they're working. Let's do 5 more. If y'all can tell, my heels are doing a little shuffle dance here. And stretch. Let's do 2 more. And we have 1 more. And shake it out. Yeah, awesome. Really nice job, you guys. All right, next series. We're gonna be lying on our sides. So we'll be doing a set on one side and obviously switching to the other side. So if you've been with some of our dance intensives and have done some of Fallon's amazing turnout exercises, you might recognize one or two things, but hopefully a lot of this will be new. So I'm gonna come onto my side. You're welcome to lie all the way down, prop your head up, yoga block. I'm gonna prop up on my forearm, but you do you. So I'm gonna extend my legs nice and long. So I'm going to turn out from both of my hips. I'm gonna bring my top leg to a passe, extend it nice and long, and then I'm gonna flex, sorry, my foot disappeared. I'm gonna flex my foot as I squeeze down. So we're gonna do 5 of those, and then we're going to reverse it. Flex up, bend the knee to a point, and squeeze, again, those inner thighs all the way down the leg. From there, we're gonna go ahead and do some inner thigh focused work. So you can either take that top thigh and rest it on the mat. If it doesn't bother your knee, you can bring the leg here. So we're gonna do 10 old Jane Fonda style inner thigh lifts. Foot can be flexed or pointed. I like it flexed. I feel more activation in that upper inner thigh. We're gonna hold it up. We're gonna do 10 leg circles in each direction. Then we'll give that leg a rest, come back to the top leg, and we're gonna do some big circles with those legs, big circus of legs here. 5 in each direction, and then reverse. Again, I'll talk you guys through all of this. So coming on to one side, again, staying nice and lifted if you're on your side, and let's begin. So we have our passe, kick the leg, flex the foot, and squeeze it down. Passe, and extend, and squeeze. Awesome. And passe, and lift. Imagine there's something thick in between your legs and you're squeezing to close those legs together. And lift, and squeeze. We have one more. Point it, kick it, and flex it. We're gonna reverse it. Straight leg, flex up, bend that knee, point that foot, squeeze and slide it down the leg. Flex, kick, and a point, and squeeze it down. 3 more. Kick it, and bend, stretch. You guys are killing this. Awesome job. I love seeing all the legs flying everywhere in the camera. It's awesome. And bend. And here's our last one. Kick it, and bend, and squeeze. Awesome. Again, option 1, rest that thigh down, top thigh down on the ground, or bend, reach for your ankle. Again, nice and long for that bottom leg, and lift it as high as you can for 10, and 9. Making sure that stomach's nice and engaged. Our inner thighs are such important muscles, not only in aerial, but in general. It's really great to isolate these guys. Last 4, and 3, 2. Now we're gonna hold it up. Hold it up as high as you can and circle it. Circle it. Don't let that leg touch the floor. Yeah. Awesome. Amazing. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse it for 10, 9, 8. This is a burner. Oh boy. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up there and lower it down. Awesome job. All right, give that leg a rest. Straighten that top leg. Make sure you're not gonna kick any friends, animals, or furniture here. We're gonna do as big as we can go with these legs without collapsing. And reach it behind you. Reach it in front, reach it up, reach it back, and together. Awesome. We have 3 more. Again, really stretch that leg nice and long. Amazing. Last 2. Yeah, one more time. Bring it together. Reverse it. That leg goes back. It goes up. It comes forward. And in. And lift. I'm just loving all of these rainbow legs. It's amazing. Imagine you're shooting unicorn glitter out through those toes. Even though the legs are burning, reach it, reach it. We got this last time. And lower. Whew. Take a second, shake that leg out. All right. Take a minute if you need it and meet me over here on the other side. And we're going to repeat all of that. Checking on my time, we're doing good. All right, so again, legs nice and straight to start. This is our little passe develope. So from here we have passe, extend. That foot's gonna flex as you lower, squeeze it down. And I apologize, I know my toes are disappearing in my video, but you guys get the gist. And passe, extend it, squeeze, look at all these legs for days. And passe, extend, and squeeze. We have 2 more, and we're gonna reverse it. Awesome, last time. You guys are doing awesome. Beautiful, keep that foot flexed. We're gonna kick it up, bend the knee, point the toe, squeeze again through those inner thighs. And kick, and down, and slide, kick, passe, and down. 2 more, kick, and bend. Squeeze it down the last time. And stretch it, awesome job. Again, moving to the inner thighs. Either bend the top leg down or cross it in front. Point or flex the foot. Again, I'm gonna flex mine and we're gonna lift it up for 10 and 9, 8, 7. Really reach to that heel. Trying to push those evil goblins away. Last 2. Hold it up nice and high and circle it for 10. Don't let that leg touch the floor. You can make these really teeny tiny. You can make them a little bit bigger. Mine are kind of just in the middle. Awesome, 5 more. You got this. Last 3 and 2. And other way for 10, 9, 8, and 7. Feel the burn. Oh my goodness. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up there and lower it down. Ooh. Let him take a rest, and let's do big circles with that top leg. Once again, making sure we're not going to kick anything. So 5 in each direction. We have forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, reach it behind you. Oop, as I kick my couch. And forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back. One more time. Stretch long, long, long through those legs. And let's reverse it. Reach it. Lift. Lower. Bring it in. Awesome. You feel a lot of muscles working in your outer hips as well, which we really need to activate. We're doing all this leg stuff. We have 2 more. I am sweating already, you guys. And lift and lower. Shake it out. Awesome job. Well done, you guys. All right, we're gonna flip over onto our knees and do some arabesques. So getting into the back of the leg a little bit. Just gonna prop my camera up just a bit. Again, you're gonna make sure you're not gonna kick anything. So while you're taking a second or grabbing water, we're gonna come to a tabletop. I'm gonna show what's happening next. I'm gonna extend one leg behind me, lift it up as high as I can go without collapsing or hinging forward, and lower. We're gonna do 10 of those. We're gonna hold it up at the top, 10 kicks. You'll feel your butt like crazy, as well as the muscles in that supporting leg stabilizing. And then you got it, we're gonna circle it. Both directions and lower, and then do the other side. Again, I'll talk you guys through all of this. So hopefully getting into the hamstrings, a bit more into the back of the legs, having just worked the insides quite a bit. So coming to a tabletop position, pulling that stem again, I'm gonna extend one leg behind me, the other one's bent, and let's go for it. Lift it and lower. So try not to drop the chest. If you wanna challenge yourself, keep that upper body lifted. It's gonna actually help you engage a little bit more and reach it. Awesome job. Straighten those knees, point those toes. We got 3 and 2. Keep it up there and pulse it for 10, 9, 8, 7. Getting into the butt. Connect with the legs. We have 4, 3, 2. Keep it parallel to the floor and circle. Circle. So every muscle in the leg is engaging like crazy here. Inner thighs, outer thighs, hamstring, quad. It's a great core workout actually too, really stabilizing your center. We have 3, 2, and let's circle the other way. Beautiful long legs, legs for days. Shoot that unicorn sparkle up through those toes. We got 3, we got 2, we got 1. Lift it as high as you can and lower it. Shake it out. Awesome. Yeah. All right. I'm going to turn around so again you guys can see the working leg, but just stay put where you are. We're going to do the other side. So extending that leg out nice and long. We have lift and lower. Lift. Really reach long through those legs. Nice straight knees, pointed toes. We have 5 more. Remember to breathe. We have 2. Last time, keep it up there. And pulse it. Pulse it. Stretch to the back of the knee. Engage the muscles around the kneecap. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can lower it just a little bit, and we're gonna circle. I literally just looked at the camera and noticed I have a hole in my trapeze. I was like, what is that little spot there? And we have 3, 2, and circle the other way. I don't know about you guys, but my supporting leg is burning as well. Kind of a 2 for 1, this little series. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift it as high as you can, and lower it. Shake it out. Awesome, you guys. We have one more quick thing I think I have time for. Yes, I do. All right, pass the torch to the lovely Staza. So we're going to work on some flares, some fan kicks to give the lovely Staza. I think she did some of this in one of her classes. I think it was last week. So I'll show it from the front and then from the back. So I'm going to lean back onto my hands. So I'm hinging back just a little bit. And my legs are slightly off to one side. I'm gonna take the top leg, swing it, swing the other, squeeze them together. Swing it up, squeeze them together. We're gonna do 5 each side. Oh yes, I remember you said that Staza bruised her toe when she was doing those. So definitely make sure you have space and you're not going to kick anything, but this is just working on all that strength we just built in the legs and putting it into practice for an actual aerial move we would do. So go ahead and meet me wherever you have space. Feel free to move and adjust a bit. Again, I'm gonna hinge my legs off to the side just so slightly, and we're going to swing it up and squeeze. Swing it up and squeeze. Swing it and swing it. Imagine you're doing the can-can. Yeah, awesome. Making rainbows of all kinds of beautiful glitter, fantasy, awesomeness. 2 more each side. You guys are crushing this. Last time. And lower. Amazing. Bring those legs in just for a second. Soles and feet together. Just a little pulse. Just take a quick little stretch forward. Feel that stretch to the hips, to the outside of the legs. Awesome. Go ahead and open up to a straddle. Let's take a little stretch over to the side. Just a little pulse. Stretch those inner thighs out. We work those a lot. And then over to the other side. Pulse it and reach. Awesome. Amazing, you guys. Yep, we are right on time. Thank you guys so much. And I'm going to pass on the torch to the lovely Staza to work on our hanging muscles. I cannot wait.
Thank you, Casey and Anastasia. That was super amazing. So we are going to work on all of our hanging muscles. We're gonna start from the bottom since Casey just got our booties and legs super warm. We're gonna start with our toe hang, heel hang, ankle hang, and exercises that can help with that. So we're gonna go to standing. A big part of all of this is ankle strength and foot strength. So we're gonna do a lot of balancing. So we're going to balance on one foot, pick up our other foot, and then with this foot that you're standing on, or not standing on, the one in the air, you are going to write, I'm a unicorn. So write, I am a unicorn. Write it in cursive, write it in print, write it however you want. Write it bring up your other leg. Right, I am a mermaid. Or you can choose your fantasy of choice. Nice, and shake that out. Next thing we are going to do are heel raises from our first position. I'm gonna turn out a little bit here. I'm gonna raise up. Yep, you guys got it. Let's start pulsing it with me. Strengthening the calf muscles. These are really, really great for your heel hangs, because when you're in your heel hang holding on for dear life, it's your calves that are doing all of that work. So the more you work those out, the stronger those will feel. I mean, there's other things happening, but you could be hanging off of your unicorn hooves too. Let's just pretend that you have heels for this. Nice. Last one, we're gonna hold at the top. Hold, 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 hold. Really think about raising, pointing your unicorn horn high into the sky. Everything is outstretched and lower. Nice, okay. Go ahead and shake that out a little bit. We are going to do some more balancing with our standing leg. I'm standing nice and tall. I'm gonna take my front leg and I'm just gonna do swings. These can be loose, a little bit looser than if you ever do booty blast with me. I tell you to squeeze as hard as you can. This is more about keeping the balance, so we're working the stabilizers and also the ankle of the standing leg. Nice, you guys. Really try to not hold on to anything. If you have to, you have to. This is about balance, keeping that balance. And if you fall out of balance, that's okay. You can find it again. We're gonna change the forward and back. We're gonna go side and then behind. So front, side, behind. Yes. Maybe you have to do some elephant arms here. You're summoning the wood sprites to come out. And really you're just, you know, keeping your balance, but nobody can tell. It looks like you're casting spells. I know I need to keep my balance. Nice job, you guys. Last one. And shake it out. We're gonna switch sides. So same exact thing. We're gonna start with those forward and back swings. You're just a little gnome, just kicking acorns in the forest. Just a normal day. Playing some acorn soccer. I would love to play acorn soccer. I wish I was a gnome. That's probably what I would choose. I wouldn't really choose to be a unicorn because I think people would try to get on my back and I don't want them touching me. Nice. We're gonna switch those swings to our front, out, behind. Yes, doing your arms of choice. Maybe this time you're a sea creature, but make it fantasy sea creature. What are other fantasy sea creatures besides mermaids? And don't say Loch Ness Monster because I believe in that. Nice, you guys. Couple more. Awesome. Shake that out. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to stand like so, one leg in front, one leg behind. I'm gonna step forward onto my front leg, bringing my back leg with it and rising up onto the ball of my feet. So kind of like a very spirited charge. Yes? Yeah, just hop in with me. We'll do about 10 of these. I'm not very good at counting. You're on a mission. You're gonna zoom like the speed of light because you have wings. Nice. One more here. And switch sides. Boop. Same exact thing. We're rising up. Took my body a second to figure out how to do this side. Nice, guys. I can't look and do at the same time, I've realized. We learn something new every day, you know? Couple more. You're springing into action. You're ready to go. One more. Nice. Shake that out. Do, do, do. We are going to do just little tiny toe curls. So if you have something underneath your feet, like a mat or a rug, I'm gonna squeeze and physically try to move that mat. So I'm really engaging the arches of my feet and pulling up as hard as I can. Even if you don't have actually something to pull on, just this engagement. So I'm pulling up, I'm thinking about my toes and my heels are trying to kiss each other. So the arches of my feet are raising. And it's just satisfying if you have something to grip with your toes. And it'll make you really good at grabbing things off the floor. So you never have to use your hands again. Nice. Really squeeze, squeeze. You're gonna rip the earth up out of the ground. You're a crazy strong orc. Okay, release. Go ahead and shake that out, flatten out your surface if you made it come up a little bit like I did. Next thing we're going to do, again, standing on one leg, taking my front leg, I'm gonna flex my foot super hard. I'm just gonna lift up to the front. Just doing very, very intense and engaged single leg lifts. Not trying to go as far as I can, trying to keep a nice straight posture. Just going until I feel like my hip flexors like, I want to take over. I'm like, no, this is not for you. This is for my leg. Nice, and switch sides. You do not have to rotate like I just did. I just wanted to look at Larry. He's my beautiful Christmas corn, but he lives with us all year round. And I almost forgot to include him today. He would have been very upset. But he's not very into working out. He's more of a voyeur, sweating by proxy. One more here. Awesome. Go ahead and shake that all out. From here, we're going to move on to our knee hangs, which are our hamstrings, our quads, our glutes. We already did a ton of butt stuff with Casey, but we're going to do a couple things here, a little bit same, but different. You're going to come down to the ground and go ahead and grab your yoga block, your book, your item that is similar to this in shape and size. Again, like I said, you can even use a pillow for this. It's just all about the squeeze. We're going to get into our tabletop position, and I'm going to take my object, my magical block, I'm going to put it right underneath my booty, and I'm going to put it in my heel. So I'm trapping the block between my butt and my heel, and I'm squeezing as hard as I can to maintain this. Hopefully you feel this engagement all the way behind your knee, which is exactly what we do with our knee hangs. From here, I'm going to bring that leg under and lift it up. I'm not going super far because I don't want to lose my block. You might have a little bit more range of motion than I do. It kind of depends on how well you get that block under your bum. Nice. Just these are little unicorn kicks of joy. You can raise your horn if you want when you bring the leg up. It doesn't help anything, but it might help you feel better on the inside. Couple more. Nice. Go ahead and switch sides. Removing that block, finding your little butt smile, tucking it in behind your heel, squeezing and bringing that leg up. And we're gonna do our little swings, our little unicorn kicks of joy. You just found some mushrooms and they're your favorite kind. They're really excited about it. And you're out in the pasture, just kicking your legs. Really squeezing as hard as you can here. One more. Awesome. Go ahead and release that. We are going to go on to our bellies. From here, I'm going to do the exact same setup. I'm going to take my block, put it under my booty, my butt smile, my thought. I'm going to grip it in with my heel. I'm going to lay flat on the ground, thinking about keeping my hip pressed into the floor. I'm not letting my hip raise up. I'm going to raise the leg, keeping the hip extended, and I'm going to squeeze and lower. Lift, squeeze, lower. Lift, squeeze, lower. Nice, you guys. This isn't a huge movement, but with the little squeezing we're doing, like I said, hopefully you're feeling that engagement behind the knee, which is where I'm feeling it. And whatever aerial apparatus you use, you need those knee pits to be gripping. because we don't get to make our own magic. So this is us getting the ingredients so we can continue to make magic. Nice, one more time. And release, and go ahead and switch sides. I'm gonna ditch my cop unicorn hat for right now. I'm sweating under pressure. They know I'm not a real cop, you guys. Calm down. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing other side. Squeeze and lower, lift, squeeze, lower. Thinking about keeping that hip onto the ground, pressing in. I'm not trying to show off how far I can lift my leg. I'm just getting that behind the knee engagement. Nice. Couple more here. The more you squeeze, the more you get pleased in your knee hangs. One more, and release. Awesome. We are going to roll over onto our backs. Ba, 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 ba. Arms are gonna go out to the side. You have a nice flat back. I gotta scoot over a little bit. And I'm gonna do my hip thrust. So I'm just gonna raise and squeeze the booty at the very top and lower. Yep. Our powerful pelvises, where we really hold all of the magic. Really squeezing at the top. Your unicorn mating dance. Nice, you guys. Couple more. On this next one, last one, really squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze it all in like you're just gonna blast your pelvis through the ceiling. And lower. Awesome. We're gonna come up from here. Go ahead and grab your towel, blanket, scarf, long clothy object of choice. We are going to do some simulated knee hangs. We're gonna take that cloth, we're gonna put it underneath our leg and into our knee pit. From here, I'm gonna bring the knee up. I'm gonna stand super solid and straight on my other leg. I'm gonna squeeze as hard as I can onto my object, and then I'm gonna pull. So I'm resisting. I'm pulling equally with my hands and with my knee, trying to rip either the towel out from under my knee or my knee down to the ground. Yes? So you're gonna engage and pull as hard as you can, and then release. And then repeat. We're gonna do a couple of these. Really thinking about squeezing. You're trying to break through the towel, trying to rip through the very fabric of the universe so that you can be in a fantasy world forever. One more time. And release. Awesome. Switch sides. Shaboop. Same exact thing, standing nice and tall on that opposite leg. Once again, working that ankle balance. We're going to squeeze as hard as we can. Pull up, pushing down with the leg. Ultimate resistance. You are your only enemy. Squeeze, 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 and release. Squeeze. And release. Squeeze and pull. Trying to rip it away. Release. One more time. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pull and release. Awesome. If you are quarantining with someone else, you can get them to be your towel puller, and then you can really have a tug of war with that knee pit. So we're going to move on from our knee hangs, and we're going to go into our elbow hangs. So our elbow hangs use our biceps, pecs, lats, triceps, all kinds of things. I threw down my towel. That was a poor choice. Go ahead and grab your towel again. We're going to do some isometric bicep curls. So I'm going to take my towel, scarf, magical item, put it on the outside of my foot and step on it. I'm going to grip it as hard as I can, pinning my arm to my side. I'm going to lift up. I can't go very far. Larry, my Zoom disappeared. Hold on. I'm back. Okay. I can't go very far. I'm using this as a resistance, just like we just did with our knee. So I'm trying to curl my arm up. I'm trying really freaking hard to curl up that bicep. This is something you can do with a resistance band as well if you actually want the satisfaction of lifting and lowering. I don't really mind. I like the fight. So I'm just pulling, pulling. Go ahead and relax. We're going to engage and pull again. Go ahead and relax. One more time for this side. Really trying to rip that towel out from under your foot. You're in an epic battle against the good of your hand and the evil of your foot. And release. Go ahead and switch sides. I don't know who won that battle. Either way, it was you, because they're both parts of your body. So, same setup. Towels on the outside and the hand. And we're gonna go ahead and lift up. Really trying to engage the bicep here. I'm keeping my shoulder nice and engaged down. Not trying to let it ride up towards my ears. Core is engaged. Trying to have proper body form as we focus our energy on this. Go ahead and lower down. One more time. Well, I lied. We're gonna do this 2 more times, but this is the second time. Lower down. Last one. Really trying to rip the towel out from under yourself. Pull the rug out from yourself. Enough people have done it to us already. It's time to take control of pulling out the rug, okay? And release. Awesome. Okay, put your towel aside for right now. We're gonna get on the ground. And we're just gonna do 10 push-ups. Just plain old everyday push-ups. I mean, there's some magic in the push-ups, obviously, because we are in our fantasy world. Push-up of choice. You can be on your knees. You can be on your feet. You can have your feet wide. We are gonna do tricep push-ups after this. So I recommend doing at least some kind of standard or wide arm push-up, and then we're gonna do triceps. So getting into your power push-up position. We are going to do a 10. That's right. Go ahead and kiss the sparkly, glittery earth of your fantasy forest. I mean, maybe don't actually kiss the floor of your house. If it looks anything like mine, my lips should not touch this. Couple more. Last one. Awesome. We are going to do our tricep push-up next. That is hands under shoulders, bending at the triceps. Once again, you can be on your knees or on your feet. Your choice. Modifications are very important to maintain magic. And begin when you'd like. I guess I should say that. I might actually modify myself. That's right. Mermaids love modifications. That should be the tagline for that. Last one. Awesome. Okay, next thing we're gonna do are trap shoulder shrugs. Gonna scoot in. I'm gonna put my hands in center. You can be in prayer. You can be in cross. You can be in power fist. You're ready to battle. Whatever floats your boat. We are going to raise up as high as we can, squeezing in and then lowering. Raising up, squeezing in. I'm also pushing my hands together and lowering. Squeezing as hard as we can and lowering. Couple more of these. Lowering. You're trying to touch your wings to your ears. Can you do it? Nice. You guys look like very powerful pixies. And we're gonna do one more. This one we're gonna squeeze, squeeze, squeeze as hard as you can. Your shoulders are gonna go above your head if you squeeze on it harder. And release. Just go ahead and shake that out. And that is all that I believe I have time for. Yep, I have like 8 seconds left. So thank you guys for joining me. I'm not gonna be able to stay for fairy therapy, which makes me very sad. But Larry and I have to decorate because I have a show. So you guys should watch it because it's free. It's at 7:45 is when I'll be on. It's called Full Tilt Social Club. It's a virtual nightclub experience. So it's gonna be exciting. I'm gonna try to do aerial in my living room and we'll see how it goes. But I love you all and thank you so much. And take a little break.
Yay, thanks coaches. I just want to say that's 7:45 Mountain Standard Time in case you're in a different time zone. And I'm not sure if Staza said where to find a link to that, but y'all should go. So we'll meet back. Since this is an hour-and-a-half class, I like to give a 5-minute break so that you can really just kind of like reground, recenter yourself, get water, do whatever you need if you need a quick snack, and then we'll come back for a really nice sesh with Jocelynn. So be back no later than 6:05. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Jocelynn, if you could just remind us again what all we'll need for your section.
Sure, yeah. So I'm going to be doing some TheraBand stuff. It'd be nice if you had one long TheraBand, then one you have in a circle. But if you don't have those things, that's okay. You can get some kind of stretchy piece of clothing. You can also use a towel, just like Staza was using. And maybe for a circular one, I was thinking a belt might work, but TheraBand would be lovely. Otherwise, a stretchy piece of clothing could be some tights or a leotard. Yeah, some kind of lycra-like clothing, or even like leggings that are long, because we're gonna be standing and doing some stuff with the arms. Otherwise, just find like a water bottle that can be your resistance as well. And should I go ahead and start?
I think so.
All right, awesome. So I'm gonna bring us to standing. And I'm gonna take my long TheraBand. Mine is still in a loop, but it's okay, it's long enough that I can still get some arm resistance going with it. And we're gonna simply start with, we're gonna go a step to the side and open it up, and then a step to the same side and then open it up in the diagonal. So I'm kind of like in an archer position here, or if your arms can go completely wide, that's cool. So I'm gonna go step to the side and step long. Other side, step to the side and long on the diagonal. First side, step to the side and on the diagonal. Step to the side, on the diagonal. Let's go 2 more times each side. To the side. Really making sure you're keeping your arms at shoulder height, your ribs, your abs engaged. 1 more time each side. Step to the side and long. First side, step to the side and long. So now I'm going to put the TheraBand under my foot, under one foot. And so we just need to raise up and down. This TheraBand's, I have a couple different ones here. Here's this one. So just gonna go up and down. Just your arms straight up and down. Up and down. Everybody's TheraBands are all different weights. I had a lesser weight one, but I broke it earlier while doing exercises with it. So it must be a little old and felt like it needed to be retired. RIP pink TheraBand. And then switch sides, stepping on it. 10 times, same thing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to step on the first side. I'm going to put it on my heel side. I'm going to hold it from the back. I'm just going to do little arm curls up and down and up. So now we're working the triceps. Again, staying nice and tall, shoulders nice and down. We're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to switch to the other side. Stepping on it with your heel, the back of your foot. And again, pulling up in a tricep. Pull. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now I'm gonna find my TheraBand that's round, or you can tie your own in a circle. I want it to be able to go around my ankles. So I put it around my ankles here. If you need a moment to tie it, I'll give you a moment. So that when your legs are a little bit more than hip width apart, you really are feeling some resistance. I'm seeing people still getting ready. Awesome. I'm going to bend my knees nice and deep. We're just going to do a side tap, side tap, side tap, side tap, side tap. So really feeling those adductors working. Let's go 5 more each side. 1 and 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4. Oops, I'm losing mine. 5, 5. Now we're going to step forwards and reach onto that foot, and then let the last one, you're just thinking of a dragon. Then walk forwards, drag it in. Forwards, resist in. Forwards, resist in. Go backwards, backwards, resist in. Back, resist in. Back. Let's step onto that foot with the other one come off the ground, resist. Back, resist. Let's go forward again. Forward and resist. Forward, resist. Forward, resist. Forward and go backwards. Back, in, back, in, back, in. Last one, back and in. Okay, we're now going to go down to the ground. You can leave your band in a loop. We'll do all the looped ones together so we don't have to keep tying and untying and tying and untying. We'll lay on our side. You can bring it all the way up to your knees. This is the mermaid. So I'm on my elbow. My other hand is just resting. My knees are a little bit in front of me. We're just going to open up and down and up and down, up. Really using your butt, using the outer leg. We'll do 5 more. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and last one. Do a little flip around. And other side. Here we go. Up. When Staza said kiss the sparkles on your floor, I realized I'm going to have sparkles in my carpet, in my bedroom for quite a long time. But it'll remind me of these lovely days being with you guys in my bedroom with the door locked so no one can bother me. So I can hang out with all you lovely people. I think that's 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Oh yeah, I'm feeling that. Okay, so now we're gonna go down onto our backs. Do an ab exercise, but still around your legs. You're gonna bring it up to your ankles. So when you, whoops, there goes the crown. You're gonna reach up to your feet this time, but when you reach up to your feet, have your legs at 90. You reach up to your feet, you're gonna open your legs and down. And here we go, open your legs and down. And open your legs, down. 3. Really holding it and like getting nice and strong in the legs. This is 5, 6, 7, belly button to spine. 8, 9, oh yeah, 10, hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, yay, you win. Taking your loop out. You have it in a loop, go ahead and take it out. If you have a second TheraBand, you can have your long TheraBand. If you lost your crown, definitely put that back on. So I'm going to take this one. So now I have my TheraBand. I'm going to put it on my foot and then I'm going to cross once. Just that helps keep it nice and on your leg. Feel like you need to be straight or bent, your choice. I'm gonna go about halfway. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna get some nice resistance by pulling back. If your TheraBand is able to, you can like put your hands on the ground. My TheraBand's not long enough to do that. We're just gonna bend my leg in and straighten it out. And in. Keep your spine nice and long, your shoulders, your neck soft. 3, push it out. Really feel like you're pushing your heel away from you. 3 more. 1. And 2. And 3. We're going to keep it on the same leg. What we're going to do is we're going to turn it out. We're going to go bend in. Maybe TheraBand manage and have it above you. In and out, and then go side and front. And in and out. Keep it on the same level, side and front. The awesome thing about TheraBands in and out is that you can decide how much resistance you want. If you really want to pull back and be super strong, you do that. If you have an old TheraBand, look out. It might break on you like mine did earlier. And out. 2 more of these. In and out. Side and in. Last one. In and out. Keep your spine nice and long. Don't let it start to slump. And then take a nice little stretch over your foot. Oh, that feels so good. We're gonna switch to our other side. This is really good for strengthening those hip flexors. Working on that turnout. If you're ready for the other side, here we go. Get nice tension on there. Lift your leg up and bend. We're in parallel right now, and out. And bend. And out. And bend. Out. Bend. Out. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And last one. Now we're going to turn it out. So we're going to go turn it out, bring it in and out to the side and in and out to the side. Don't forget about your shoulders. Are you breathing? Or are you going to turn blue and turn into a Smurf because you're not breathing? And side, and in, out to the side. Let's go 3 more. In, out to the side. 2 more. In, out to the side. Last one. In, to the side, and in. Awesome. You can use that same one. And now what we're gonna do is land on your back. Bring it over your hips. And you're just gonna use the resistance of the TheraBand to lift your hips up and back down. So your arms are working here, your hips, your booty's working. Lift it all the way up, squeeze that butt, feel the resistance, and back down. So 5 more times. 1, up, down. 2, squeeze, 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 all the way down. 3 more, 3, and down. And 2, and down. Last one. All right. And down. Awesome. You can have a loop or no loop. You have a long loop, you can put it around your feet, like so. If you don't have a loop, you're just gonna smush your feet to the ground and pull your TheraBand back. And then be nice and tall with your spine. You're just gonna go down, curl, and back up. Again, making sure your chest is nice and open and soft. Back up. I kind of feel like I'm like rowing a boat. Where do you want to go? If you could row your boat anywhere and not catch the virus, where would you go? And up. Let's do 5 more. 5. Really curling in. And up. 4. And up. 3. And up. And 2. Last one. Go back and hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Scoop your belly. 3, 2, 1. Release. Good job. And we'll finish up here with just a little feet stuff. So again, I'm gonna change mine to a thicker one. So it's well loved. Just gonna put it on the bottom of my foot. I have one foot, just turning so you guys can see. So now I want on the ball of my foot, because I'm gonna go ball, point, ball, flex, ball, point, ball, flex, ball, point, ball, flex. 2 more, ball, point, ball, flex. Last one, ball, point, ball, flex. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring the TheraBand over to my inside. I'm gonna point my foot and I'm gonna do 10 times in getting my foot to externally rotate. So 10, 9, I just hold it onto my opposite shin, just kind of brace it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bring it to the other side. So now we're gonna do the opposite and go inside. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Your foot's pointed. 3, 2, 1. Last side. Last exercise, reverse the side. And make sure it's nice and snug so it snap back at you. And we're gonna go ball, point, ball, flex, ball, point, ball, flex, ball, point, ball, flex. 2 more, ball, point, ball, flex. Now go to the inside, so it's on the opposite leg. And we're gonna instantly rotate and then go to this outside. 1, 2, 3, 4. See if you can not have your other foot trying to do the same motion. 7, 8, 9, 10. And then go to the other side. Let your foot turn out and then go to the in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. 5, 6. Doesn't want to cooperate. 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Just wiggle your toes out, wiggle your legs out. Wiggle your body. Shoot sparkles at the camera. And thank you, everybody. I'm going to turn it back to Cassie to round us out.
Hey guys, thank you again so much for coming and joining us on this lovely fantasy workout. I had an awesome time. Thank you all so much for joining us. Huge thank you again to Cressie. For those of you guys that don't know, Cressie is the incredible mastermind behind all of these workouts. She schedules new schedules every week, coordinates. I think we're up to 14 something coaches right now. So it's insane. So she's incredible. Thank you all so much for joining us. And have a lovely rest of your night.
Thanks all. It's so good to see you and your costumes and your lovely faces. I appreciate you coming out and hanging out and being here tonight and every night. And come back.
Okay, I'd love to, well, actually, Freddie wanted to invite you all to just take a second and find a comfortable seated position and just take a second to breathe and ground yourself. We just went on a fantastical journey. I invite you to stay lifted and magical and fantastic as long as you can, but let's make sure we have a little bit of ourselves down on the ground too. So just take a minute here and take some really nice deep breaths. You can close your eyes if you'd like. And just soak in all of the awesome that just happened for you. Yes, thank you guys so much for taking a second to ground out with me. This is another fabulous party. You guys seriously look so good. The costumes today are like out of this world, literally. You all look amazing. If anybody is interested in doing a photo, I see Jacob is here and I'm wondering if maybe he would do a screenshot for us, though he's walked away from the computer. Oh, there he is. But in a minute, I'll give you guys time to either turn off your video or head out if you don't want a photo. I know I've been taking pictures and I haven't been posting them, but I do have them. I just post a lot of stuff every day to the page.